Fan who turned his love of sports into his whole career.
Yeah, I'm excited to share this story with you guys. Just a handful of years ago, he was working in a butcher shop right here in the Bay Area. Now today, he's in Boston cheering on the Golden State Warriors in the NBA Finals for his job.
I'm going to sound like a complete lunatic here.
You might recognize that voice.
They went down 17-9 in the first quarter, and I thought to myself, oh, my God.
So I was a little frustrated.
That's Joe Shasky. And every morning, along with Bonte Hill, they host the Morning Roast, a sports talk radio show on 95.7 The Game.
I get to work with my best friend every single morning, waking up the city that I love, talking about the teams that I love, and just getting into the shenanigans.
Sports have always been a big part of Joe's life.
Yeah, I'm a fifth-generation San Franciscan. I grew up out kind of near Candlestick, and so Giants, Niners, Warriors was kind of seeded and breeded into our family. It's kind of like our religion, the religion of sports.
And sharing his love of sports started on the other side of the mic as a frequent caller on local sports talk radio.
My dad used to drive around with a little transistor radio in the car, and every now and then we'd be working at somebody's house. He was a plumber, and I'd pick up the phone and I'd call into sports talk radio. As years went on, I worked in a butcher shop to kind of make ends meet after school and whatnot, and I used to call in, and they had a bandsaw that was the brand Butcher Boy. That was the name of the brand of the meat saw, and so I would call in, and they started dubbing me, the old butchers, Butcher Boy, and that's kind of the call-in name that I used for many, many years.
And his passion for the teams he grew up rooting for showed.
Eventually, I got a program director to actually give me an opportunity to come in and work with Damon Bruce and Gianna yourself, and the rest kind of was just opportunities that I made the most of, and it's kind of history.
I remember that day when you came into the studio and you held your own.
I tried to hold my own.
Because I worked with Damon Bruce, who is the host of the afternoon drive at 95.7 The Game.
His calls were so good that we would then have people calling in to react to his phone call, not even really to the game anymore. He is one of the greatest sports talk radio callers in the history of the Bay Area, and taking the step into the studio was just a natural progression. 95.7 The Game is also the radio flagship station for the Golden State Warriors. So for Joe, that means a trip to Boston to cover his favorite team on one of the biggest stages.
To have an opportunity to go to Boston, to go to the Boston Garden and watch my Golden State Warriors play in a finals game for a chance at a championship, to put the icing on the cake of a dynasty, to say it's a dream come true is a complete understatement. And I've heard people say this, and it's so true. When you find something you're passionate about, it's not a job. It's something that I would be doing for free with my friends already. The fact that I get paid to do this only makes me appreciate and enjoy what I'm doing that much more. I'm a fan. I want to be myself, be authentic, because I think that that's what really is my perspective and my lens of how I see things.
The Butcher Boy will always be a fan at heart.